So, then comes the proposal. Any of you write proposals? Most of you put your hands up before. Now put your hands up even higher if you really love writing proposals. There you go. None of the, one person, all right? 1 out of 300, not bad. Do any of you receive proposals from suppliers? Put your hands up if you love reading them. Oh my looks. Remember that finger pointing in your face? Reading proposals is the only thing in the world worse than writing them. So we want to make it easy for the customer. So when we've got to the end and with the proposal, I love asking this question because I hate writing proposals. And they say, put something in writing. And I say, okay, very happy to do that. I don't want to bore you with irrelevant information, so do you mind if I ask a couple of questions about what you want in the proposal? Listen to that. I don't want to bore you with irrelevant information. Do you mind if I ask a couple of questions about what can they say? They can't say no, be irrelevant. Just bore me. I've got hours to read, wasting. Oh. So I go, what do you want to know? And then I say, well, what would you like the headings to be? Let's just agree the skeleton of it, eh? I don't mind what I write. I'm writing a proposal. I might as well write something that's interesting. What's that Donald Trump quote? You're going to dream anyway, so you might as well dream big. Yeah, it's like you're going to be reading my proposal anyway, so it might as well be ace. Right, so I always agree the headings, without exception. If they don't say include some sales credential stuff, and they probably won't because I've just had the meeting, I'll say, I notice you've not asked for sales credential stuff because we just talked about it. Shall I just leave that out? They always say, yes, leave it out because we've had the chat, so I don't have to write it. Then I say, okay, and I want to make sure I give you the right sort of level of detail. So do you want it quite wordy and verbose, or would you rather have it bullet pointy and short? What do you think they say? Bullet pointy and short. So I've had a meeting where I know exactly what the desired future is, the best proofs, a couple of ideas about options. I've got permission to keep it short. I know exactly what the subheadings are going to be, and I know kind of where they're thinking. Proposal should be a summary of what you've agreed verbally. You don't want your proposal to do any selling for you. A written piece of paper is not going to be as powerful as you are. So when somebody says, oh, can you send a proposal? And I don't think we've got an agreement yet, I would always say, yeah, I'd love to, but I don't want to waste your time by sending you things you don't need to read. So if we can just have a quick chat till I know exactly what it is, and then I put it in. A proposal is supposed to be a summary of what you've agreed, not replacing you talking. Wherever you can. And again, use the phrase, I don't want to bore you with irrelevant information, so let me just ask a couple more questions, then I can give you a proposal exactly that you want. Now, the nice thing about this, therefore, is, ladies and gentlemen, your proposal will probably look a bit like this. It will say, we won't use the word afters because nobody else understands. It will say, your objectives. So you've got a great title, so how we can help you smash the competition on the first page. Then on the inside, you've got, this is your objectives, and you list down the afters. Then you say, this is how we'll deliver them, and then you list down the choices that you've wrote in the right-hand column. So if you like, you write the left-hand column, the afters, from your table, left-hand column, and the right-hand column, the choices, and put a price on them. Okay, and you tend to find if you do that with a bit of blurb to fill it out, you've got a 2 or 3 page proposal. Much better than a 20-page proposal that you hate writing and they hate reading. Now I'm going to go into, that's great, so that's all right if you can get through the door. The trouble is you can't always get through the door. And I said there's only 2 things we need to master. Number 1 is actually mastering the sales meeting when we're in there, but the other one is actually getting the sales meeting in the first place.